Yeah, now stand and cheer for your Talking Basketball podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Talking Basketball podcast. I am Mark.
I am Paul. You like that?
Yeah, it was different.
Held it a little bit longer.
That's what she said. Got to get one of them in there. Thank you for coming back. Welcome to another episode. What is our discussion today?
Well, I know, Mark, that you will not want to talk about this. That's why I said just start recording and we'll do it.
Yeah, I've just got this one thrown on me.
Everyone is doing a World Cup podcast, so we got to do one.
Oh, crap.
But Mark, what I want to talk about is the fans. Is the fans out there.
Okay.
Because that is something we can transfer into a basketball conversation. And I think America is getting a taste of what world fans are like at the moment. I think it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, there was
the nuttiness.
What was the one a few years back when they had someone go and play in Panathinaikos, and it was some of the American players and some American team maybe went and played over there as like a showcase or something, and you could see all of the people looking around like, are we gonna get like
murdered?
Yeah, what's happening here? And
it's a football crowd.
Yeah,
basketball is football.
But
if you know what I mean, crowd wise in
all
Europe.
of the players' families and all of the coaches and stuff like that, they were all looking around like, oh, this is really intense. Like they didn't look comfortable at all because, and it, you know, that the Panathinaikos in particular are super loud, obviously, aren't they? But that thing was brilliant because you look at it and went, yeah, this is what the football crowd brings. And obviously now in the World Cup they're having it. Dallas, Atlanta, New York.
Well, it's Canada,
LA.
America, and Mexico hosting it. But I think I've got a few personal favourites. I'll put on for you, Mark. I love the Netherlands.
Netherlands?
I don't know if you've seen this. I'll show it to you. You can talk about it. Hang on. So that's basically 10,000 Dutch fans going nuts. That's great.
If you look at that video,
it's like a massive rave.
For those who can't see it but are listening to the podcast in the truest sense in audio, all I would describe it as is you understand why that's the country that legalized drugs. Because there's a bunch of people wearing orange just bouncing around.
But that's amazing though, isn't it?
It's lovely. Absolutely. So, positive.
It's and there's some great ones as well. It looks like the German fans are going nuts out there. That's brilliant to see. I
have seen one group of fans doing something that I thought was pretty cool, and it was the Norwegians.
Yes.
Yeah, they do the Viking row, don't they?
That is amazing. So that's one of the ones I was going to get up.
There was some guy who was in the street, and there was like four of them lying in the street doing it. And I don't know whatever thing it was, but it was obviously in one of the ones where they're... That's the one. That's amazing. So that they were in this street doing it, and then these other people ran up, dropped their stuff, and so the people were just dropping bags, and they were in the middle of a road, just doing this row thing. And you go, I mean, I know America's not a fan of jaywalking and stuff in particular, but if you drove around the corner and there's just a bunch of dudes all sat in a row.
It was amazing.
There's about 10 of them, and they're all just doing slew.
And you know what? I love it when you get this complete, at the moment, they've got this complete clash of culture, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, like you said, I love the fact you said that. You said, you know, from the Viking days.
Oh, yeah, it's Viking.
I mean, the Canadians have tried an equivalent.
Really?
Where they're going, row, row. And it's like, I think with the Americans and the Canadians, it's like, oh man, you're not there yet, but you're trying. But look, here's the Germans.
German fans turned an American street into the wildest World Cup concert ever.
There you go. That's a great one as well.
I mean, that's good. I was fully expecting you to be a joke and play something from the Third Reich then, just for comedy. But
no, like the German fans are like really cool. I have to say it because they're probably the most liked fans out there as well. The Scottish fans are absolute legends out there.
Yeah.
I think Boston still say we've never had a moment like this in a long time, and it's going to take something really significantly unique to beat the Scottish fans. I tell you what, in 9 months' time, there's going to be lots of redheads in Boston. Now it's party time.
I mean, on the basis that Boston is quite well known as having a very large Irish ancestral part, I'd imagine there are quite a lot of redheads there already. so luckily they should blend in. But look, I like seeing all the positivity. We said it on one of the other podcasts. It's been an interesting, since the pandemic, the world's had a few challenges, hasn't it? We've got a lot of things going on. People are being a bit negative. So
I am going to be a little negative, Mark, here.
I don't like football. I think it's a bit boring.
No, but it's the fans. That's why I thought you'd like it.
So I watched the game that England played yesterday, and I was explaining to my daughter. She said, "Oh, did you see the football?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "But you don't like football?" I said, "No." But it's cultural significance because we're part of England, and a lot of people will talk about it, whether you like it or you don't like it. A lot of people will talk about it. So if you want to have a conversation with someone, most often they're going to bring up, "Did you see the game?" or "Have you seen that?" or mention a part from it. So it's often good to watch these things, like at the Olympics. The same goes with the World Cup. Probably two of the main things where it's just a leveler for everything. And all people around the world will be going through that same thing. So it's quite a positive thing, but I struggled watching that. It was boring as hell.
Well, look, this is what I said. Like, it's kind of like when you hear it, I don't know if you've heard, look, I'll do it. It's like, I don't want to put my opinion on you. Here you go. This is some of the American fans.
Because we support the U.S. That's the way we like it. We like it. We love it.
We love it. Oh, dear.
Yeah. I mean...
No, they're trying, Mark. You've got to give it to them. They're trying. But it's like your little brother trying to do something for the first time. It's like, oh, that's really cool. Keep going.
Yeah, it's like, congratulations, you got a participation award. You turned up. Well, good for you. You've had a go. Which I don't get, because when you see some of the fans at, so like the NFL and stuff,
and they're nutters.
Absolute nutters.
Yeah.
And yet you'd think they would have songs for stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, it's the classic, let's go,
I mean, look,
whoever, and defense, isn't it?
Well, Jesse Itzler did the song Go New York, Go New York, Go, which is the one that the Knicks have been singing on, and he wrote that, was it like 93 or something? Go check him out. He's married to the lady who created Spanx. And he's a really interesting character on his own and everything, but he wrote that because he wanted to be a rapper, and he got someone paid him money to do it, and he wrote this little tune, and now obviously the Knicks have won the league, and spoiler alert if you didn't know that, but they're playing his song, and it's like, oh, okay, and they play it at games and stuff, and you think
that must be really cool.
30 odd years and stuff.
I wrote this,
but the reason I'm mentioning it is because those songs, people are getting behind it now. If you looked at the song on its own, you go, it's a bit cheese, but it's meant to, because it's like a jingle. The same as a lot of these songs. They're all like cheesy, but they're all energy, and they're happy, and they're positive, aren't they? So it's like, yeah, they missed the mark on the old USA one, haven't they?
Well, the thing is, it's like what I said, it's a clash of culture and history that brings it all. I mean, the England fans, it's kind of the classics, the ones you hear, England and the German Bombers and stuff like that. It's all culture and history, and I just don't know if it's they haven't been there like yet. They're not one of those teams. It's ironic. I know America really talking like they're one of the challenges for the World Cup now. And again, it's like, are
they?
Yeah, they're talking about potentially winning the World Cup.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
I mean, they've got a very nice run. They've got a very nice run. But look, when they come against one of those big boys,
yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
it's going to be a challenge. But I did read a few posts that about.
Is it South Africa and Canada? They've also got through, and they've never been through before.
Correct. Also,
someone said that.
Is it Cape?
Online.
Cape
Verde.
They went through as well.
Yeah,
with 3 draws.
Yeah, and because Cape Verde, I've always wanted to go there. Is
that like the island in the middle of the
Atlantic
ring thing?
No, in the Atlantic.
Is that
Cape Verde is in the middle of the Atlantic? You've got the Azores and Cape Verde, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong now. I'm going to have to look this up.
But I have read a lot from the American side of things saying we could play the UK in the final, and it's like, look, we're not getting there. You're definitely not getting there.
Yeah, it's like there, just off the side.
Okay.
It's just off the side. I'm getting it mixed up with the Azores, which is over here somewhere. But Cape Verde is just like off of Mauritania. And
yeah, well, they went through. They went through. I think that was probably the biggest shock out of all of them, I'd guess. But yeah, I was listening to all the talk about us, and then it would be great history and us versus the Americans. It's like, look, we don't talk about the Americans like independence probably as much as you guys do. We talk about battles where there was like more than 30 people in a field. Do you know what I mean by that? We did like, I don't know what American independence was. It like 3,000 was fighting. I think it was like 10 years after that we had the Napoleonic Wars where there's 100,000 at the Battle of Waterloo.
There was a really, really good YouTube video that I watched with my daughter because it was explaining about the histories of different countries, and then it went to the history of America. And then when you listen to it, you're like,
it's like 250 years old now, is it?
Yeah, it borrowed most of their culture from everywhere else. Like the Louisiana Purchase, where most of that was from somewhere else, and New York used to be owned by the Dutch, and then they just sold it, and all those sort of things. Like you go through all that sort of thing, and you think, oh, okay, it's not like, and even then, like the states as the United States, they didn't really ever agree on stuff for hundreds of years after. Like, let's abolish slavery, except in places where slavery was still used. So we won't do that. We'll say we'll abolish it, but we won't until like the 19th century or something. So it's a weird one. It's a strange old country, but it's just a collection of countries, isn't it? If you think about it, that's what it really is. But yeah, World Cup.
I was trying to find the next one for you. There was another one that goes, believe that we will win. Believe that we will win.
Oh God, who sings that?
America.
God, they need
Look,
help.
they're trying. They're trying, Mark.
They need help.
They're trying. But this goes to my last question about this topic, and then we're done. My question is, around the world, and especially in our country, we have this culture of like football chants. You go to Europe basketball games, and that is the culture. It's a football and a basketball game. It's the same thing. In America, it's a bit more, you go there and you get entertained and you join in and all that stuff, yeah? And
family oriented.
We kind of sit in the middle between these clash of cultures of entertain me and I'm going there to be as loud as I can kind of thing. Where do you think the UK should sit? Because usually America says jump and we say how high and we'll copy you. But we're so close to Europe and we interact and see these matches and think, which way should we go? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Should we embrace the you turn up and entertain me culture, or do we turn up and go, right, we're going to be chanting like we're at a football game?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Are you referring in terms of basketball? What do you mean?
Yes. Yeah. In basketball. Like, that's why I say you go to a basketball game and it'll be based on American. You might get a drum. You might get a horn.
Wow. That's a Friday night and a half.
But it is based on, English are quite reserved, aren't we?
I'm gonna sidestep that actually.
Yeah.
I'll answer it when we started in the podcast and we were trying to elevate a lot of the understanding around British leagues. And we put a lot of research, a lot of time and effort, tried reaching out to people, and it's a whole closed ring and people are all secret squirrel and nonsense. A lot of it comes down to the fact that in the UK, we are geographically based. So if you're someone and you're from Birmingham, you don't have a local Birmingham team. So how many of them people who live in Birmingham follow a national UK team in the top division that we have, whatever it's been called this week? Yeah. The same goes for where we are. We're down in Portsmouth. Same thing. We are a very geographic centric country because we had towns and villages, and that's just how we've always operated. Football's big because every town has a football team. That's it. It's simple as that. Basketball doesn't have a team in every town, and I think that's the telling thing. So if we want to elevate it, we got to decide who we want to appease. Do we want to appease the people who are going to go along to the local football team, and then once they finish the football on the Saturday at 5 o'clock, they go, oh, you know what? Basketball. Let's go watch the basketball in the evening, because most people in the UK, we play basketball games in the evenings. Yeah. So if we're trying to appease the football people, we do it that. If you want to put on a show, different story. I couldn't tell you, because what do you want it to be? Do you want it to survive? Then you appeal to the biggest crowd, which is the football crowd, and you don't have to put the entertainment on, and you don't have to do any of the announcements. You see some of the, who is it? I don't know what it was. Some idiot decided in football that they have hydration breaks. Who decided that? I thought they just ran for 45 minutes.
Well, you're in America now. It's advertisement. The frustration, especially lots of countries, not just the England fans, are booing it.
I was about to say, people start booing. I thought, what's the? And I was like half paying attention. I was like,
it's because it's
forced for advertising.
It's not being sold how it is. It's look, we're going to our commercials. Americans want 4 quarters. They're going to the commercials. They're going to sell those commercials. My understanding is they're not making that much money. So what's the point of doing it? But I think where people are getting very frustrated with is when there'll be an injury incident and someone will go down for 4 minutes, and then they'll get up, they'll come on the field for 30 seconds of play, then the referee will call the hydration break. Okay, well, why don't you just do the hydration break? Go and get hydrated while the guy's down being injured. Okay, because it's got to be an official thing where everything stops so you can do your adverts. And funny enough, they only last 3 minutes, same as the adverts. You've also got moments where should the manager be talking to the players? If it's a hydration break, just bring water on. I don't know. But it isn't being sold for what it is, but everyone knows what it is. It's American money.
If you've never watched an NBA game in America on American TV, I know we have, but I don't think people realise, because if you just go and watch it using League Pass or whatever, you don't see anywhere near the amount of adverts that pop up on the screen. It's insane how many adverts are running along the bottom. Like, go to Florida Dodge and get your 99. They're endless. And it's like a ticker tape at the bottom. They've always got these things popping up and stuff. Advertising is such a massive part of all these media deals. So that answers your question. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to appease people, or are you trying to make money? That's what it comes down to. If you're trying to appease people, you put on a show. Well, if you want to make money, you get in the football crowd because they spend money to watch sports. That's
the hydration break, I will say, do you need it when you're in an air-conditioned stadium?
No.
That's 21 degrees.
No. You don't need any of these things.
But they're saying we got to do it because all teams have got to be the same. I will say the positive for it, when there is a hydration break, it's a great time to quickly go to the toilet or quickly go to the fridge and grab a beer. So the hydration break is great from that perspective, but it's not generally liked in football fans.
But that's why I mention it, because I think it. Why do people go to watch a basketball game? We went and watched a couple of basketball games in local league, and then when you go and watch them away in the next tiers up, there's a marked difference. But maybe it wasn't necessarily the difference in terms of the entertainment. Let's put it that way. And you go, people were still there for it because a lot of them were probably local, and it's tribal because it's to do with where our team, our local team is playing. We're going to support it. And I think that's what works in the UK. That's just my 2 cents. It's only at the very, very top tiers where you'll get someone from here, sponsor someone who lives here, grew up in a different town, and then they support Everton. And you go like, what's your connection to Everton? Oh, I don't know. I just picked them as a team, and they're in the top, and I liked them. You don't really get that. You're not coming out and saying, "Oh, I support Leicester." Why? Because I've been in their court a couple of times, or I'm supporting Nottingham. Like, you're not going to do that. Basketball doesn't have that level of platform yet, and it probably won't for the next 20 years or so, because the leagues keep changing and all those sort of things keep going around. So,
well, look, Mark, there you go. It's a World Cup episode. We've officially done a talking football podcast.
Ugh, God, get that over.
You liked it though, didn't you?
Hated it.
What, that last episode?
Hated it.
This one?
Hate it.
Wow.
Football sucks.
Believe that we will win. Believe that we will win. Hey, we did it without even saying it's coming home.
Absolutely. Look, each to their own, and I think it's great. Everyone's positive, and I love seeing everyone enjoy themselves. And it'd be good if England do well, but it's just not my sport, not my thing. Thanks for listening.
And I'm Paul, and huge respect to all the international fans out there enjoying the World Cup. You are making it special to watch.
And some of you are just a bit more special than others.
You didn't even do a